So the first thing we're going to look at is corporate bonds. So check when you go to Morningstar on right here, FINRA Markets. We're going to go to Morningstar, and it's going to take you here. Go to corporate, and then type in Ford. I'm choosing Ford Motor Company. You can choose any company you want, but bear in mind, most heavy type industry companies such as Ford, Caterpillar, GM, any heavy company, heavy industry company is going to, strong possibility will issue bonds. Some of the companies that are more technology type companies such as Microsoft, Apple, places like that, they're not going to issue bonds as much because they're not as capital intensive industries. So we search bonds, and this is what we have for Ford Motor Company, corporate bonds. Now the first thing you're going to notice is on the coupon rate, 9.95% for a coupon rate. Now this is the different ratings right here. There's Moody, S&P 500, and Fitch. Moody, S&P, and Fitch. These are three rating agencies. They all have their own ratings. If you'll notice, they are always approximately the same. And the next thing you'll notice is what the price of the bond is selling for. More often than not, if the bonds are being offered at these high of coupon rates, they're going to be selling at a premium because everyone's going to want to buy them. And therefore, if you look at the yield, you're going to notice that the yield is going to be a little bit lower than the coupon rate. So the yield is going to be how much you're going to actually make. Once you buy the bond, the yield is how much you're going to make. We'll be covering more of that this week. So if you scroll down here, you're going to see the different types of bonds, coupon rate, the date of maturity, the ratings, how much they're being sold for, and the yield. So that takes care of corporate bonds. We'll be getting again more into that this week. And now we're going to look at government bonds. These are U.S. government bonds right here. And this is in Bloomberg. And you can see that 30-year bonds are going for a coupon rate of 2.5%. And rates seem like they're an all-time low. These are federal bonds. These are issued by the U.S. Treasury Department. Now I want to show you what's known as municipal bonds. Municipal bonds are usually issued by the state. More often than not, the state of Maine, the Maine Turnpike usually issues bonds. Actually, that's a good one. Look for the places in the state of Maine, the Maine Turnpike, Massachusetts Turnpike, state agencies, water and sewer agencies, administrations or authorities that operate bridges, toll roads, things like that, ports, they issue bonds. Now try to compare these bonds to, and this is fmsbonds.com, by the way, in case you need the website, and try to compare these bonds, what the yield to maturity is right here. Here are the ratings: AAA, A, and A, 10, 20, 30-year maturity. These rates reflect the approximate yield to maturity right here. Try to determine how accurate they are, how close they are, I should say, to the coupon rates right here. 30-year, 2.5%, 30-year, 2.8, 30-year, little 3. Now, one thing to keep in mind is, true, there's maybe a little bit more risk with a state agency such as the Maine Turnpike compared to the U.S. Treasury Department, but there's also tax benefits you get sometimes either buying a federal bond or sometimes buying a municipal bond. More often than not, there's going to be different tax benefits, and that's going to affect how much people are willing to pay for it. So that's a very brief overview. Again, what you want to do is do some research on what current inflation rates are right now, and then take a look at what we just covered as far as corporate bonds, U.S. Treasury bonds, and municipal bonds, and determine if you own bonds, will you keep pace with inflation? Will you be earning enough money in interest to offset inflation? And that's what we want to talk about here. In other words, a bond's a good investment or not. That's really what we're trying to figure out here. So start doing some research. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be delighted to help you. Good luck and have fun with this assignment. Thank you.